Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Run here, and today I'm gonna be giving you guys a tutorial on scoreboards, custom names, and other advanced redstone features like that they've added in 1.5, the new redstone update. So first, let's jump into this. I'm going to first show you how to make custom names for mobs and villagers and any type of mob like that. So as you see here, we have two mobs here actually. I've actually added them so they can sell us custom items. And as you see here, this one actually has the LF square, I have no clue what that is, symbol. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually create a villager to have a custom name like that. And as you see here, his name only appears when we actually look at him. And that's another thing that you could edit. So how we actually edit give them a custom name is we have to use a program called NBT Edit. I actually use in-game NBT Edit because it's a lot more convenient instead of having to actually back out of the game and then search for the actual villager through NBT Edit. So yeah, I'd highly recommend downloading this mod. All you need is Forge and NBT Edit, and you're set. And it's already released for 1.5, obviously, since I'm using it. So let's just dive into this, and I'll stop babbling. So we do /NBT Edit, and we go hover over the entity we want. If you guys don't know how to use NBT Edit, there's plenty of tutorials, but that's just basically how you do it. And then as you see here, we get this whole list of things that we could edit on this villager. But what we're really interested is this right here, the custom name, which has been added in 1.5. So now with our custom name, we could do whatever we want for his name. So we can make him like ASDFGH1234. We could save it, and you'll see his name is ASDFGH1234. And then if we look away and look back, you'll see that it disappears. Now, if you guys want that to stay forever, go back into NBT Edit, hover over this guy, and you see here, it'll say custom name visible. It'll check mark 1. What we do is we highlight it, go to the edit tool, and this is a 01 value byte, so we're just going to press 1. That means it's activated, that means it's true, and it'll always show his name. It won't only show it if we hover over it, unlike this one where the byte is set to false, which is 0. As you see here, its custom name is set to 0, so we'll actually set that to 1, and his name will become visible again. So yeah, and we could even add this, change this guy's name. I'm not sure what this actually does, this question mark. I believe you could change colors. I know that works for command blocks, but I'm not sure if that actually works for names. I don't believe so. I don't know how. You guys can search that up, but I believe you could actually change their name to show up differently in the actual overhead custom name. So that's basically how to create custom names. You could even do other mobs like pigs or creepers or whatever. So here, I'll show you a zombie really quick, just in case. So you guys can actually have a lot of fun with this if this guy will stop running around. You won't be able to get to him. Alright, so we go NBT Edit before he actually dies. We'll change his custom name to visible. We'll change this to 1. And, I mean, this is kind of like an editing mobs tutorial, I guess, too, if you want to. We'll change this name to Zombie Boss. Zombie Boss. Save that. We could do health. We could change his health to something ridiculously high, like 2,000. He has health for 2,000. We could give him fire. We'll change that fire to negative 100. I believe we could do that. And yeah, I believe that's it. We could even give him other stuff, but we'll just leave it like that. And as you see here, he's not on fire anymore because we set a fire damage of negative 100, so it'll wait 100 ticks before he actually takes damage, I believe. And as you see, he's got a lot of health, because by now he would be dead, since he's just a normal zombie. He'd be dead by now. So yeah, you could do a lot with this. You could do a lot with NBT Edit and have a lot of fun with it and create a lot of really amazing maps. So as you see, he's got a -1 fire tick, which I believe he won't set on fire at all if you keep it at a negative. If you keep it at a 0, then he will get set on fire, but if you keep it at a negative, he won't. So I mean, that's another cool thing for you guys. So just set this back to 0 or 1 or whatever. We'll set it to 100. This will burn him up. So we'll just leave him there to burn. He'll burn for a while. Let's get out of here. All right. So that was okay. We'll just leave you there with them. So that was how to create custom names. As you see, we can still see them from this far away. Now I'm going to be moving over to scoreboards and some more advanced things that you guys can do with that. So in the new 1.5 update, they added scoreboards, and this really redefines the way you can make a custom map, a PvP map, you know, any kind of map you guys do, custom, creative, adventure, survival, parkour, whatever you guys want to do. It's really, really good for this. And that's going to be the scoreboard feature. So we can do / scoreboard, and then we're going to add an objective. So we'll do objectives, add, and now this is where oh god, it's raining. Oh, I'll switch that later. So this is how we actually you know, edit it. So this is going to be, so our first variable that we enter is going to be our name. So we'll just have it as S. You could have it as 8, 9, 6, whatever you guys want. I'm just going to leave it at S to make it simple. And now we're going to do the actual criteria. There's, I believe, 4 or 5 different criteria you can do. The only one that's not readable, which I'll explain later, is health, and that just basically which basically means you can't edit it. So we'll go over that later. So we're just going to do the total kill count, which basically allows us to make a cool feature that I'll explain to you guys later. So do total kill count, and then we'll set the display name. So that right there. So S is our what we call it personally, our objective, what Minecraft keeps a record of. Total kill count is the actual criteria that is searching for, and then this is our display name, so we'll call it souls. So now that we have it set, it'll say new objective added, or new objective S added successfully. So now we can actually display this. So we'll do / scoreboard. We'll do objectives. We'll set the display, and this basically allows us to see the objective that we have set. So we'll set the display, we'll do sidebar, and now set a display on the side of our objective that we just set, and we'll set it to S, that objective. And now, as you see, nothing has appeared, but if we spawn, let's say, a pig, we'll just spawn a pig real quick, and we kill this pig, you'll see that we have received an actual soul. And now, what's really cool about this is that since souls are editable, you can add and remove souls, and this is a really, really awesome way to make custom shops without having to use villagers. Yes, villagers are really fun and interactive to play with. Sometimes they just don't get the feel of your map that you're going for. Sometimes you just don't want villagers. Maybe you want it to be like a desolated map you're playing with no villagers around. Then you could create a whole, you know, shop customized with command blocks, and it brings a whole new edge to the game, and it's really fun, and it gives the player like a reward system. So as you see, we received 3 raw pork chop. So what we can do is we could throw these pork chops in here in this hopper. It'll go down to this chest, and you'll see the chest is already filled with some pork chops. So it does send out a signal that's set up with this comparator. It'll send out a signal, but not high enough to reach the 2-block redstone that we're searching for. And once we add that 1 pork, it will send out a signal to the redstone, and it'll give us 100 souls. And as you see, even if we add more stuff, it's not going to affect it. It's not going to give us more. So how we did that is we gave ourselves a command block, which is / give shoot and run 137. That's the code. That's the ID for a command block. We gave ourselves 137, and oh, I just deleted that. I'll just quickly put it in here. This is the actual console command. So it's going to be / scoreboard. It's not specified, but it's just basically players. So that's the people that have the score here on the side. As you'll see, if we have more people, like my friends are playing, it'll select the players, and then it'll add, and then we could specify what kind of players we want. So we could either do at P, so the nearest player that sets off that redstone signal will get the 100. We could do at A or at random. As you see here down, if you guys don't know how to use command blocks, I put a pretty in-depth tutorial that I believe is really good and really informative. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put an annotation at the end. But we'll just specify at A. We want everyone to receive the 100 souls when we kill that pig. And now our objective, we'll set in that objective that we put in originally, which was S, to keep it simple, and then we'll set a count. So we'll set a count to, let's say, 2. Alright, so now that that's set, we can take out our pork. 1, 2, 3, I believe is this. That wouldn't reach the signal, so as you see here, we don't have the signal reached. We'll go down, we'll grab our 3 pork. And as you see, we have 101 right now. But if we add this pork, you'll see this redstone signal gets activated, and now we have 103. It went up 2, like we put in this block. And we can even remove the score that we have on the side. So we could remove 2, or we'll just remove 103. We'll remove all of it because we don't want it. So we'll do 103 remove. We'll take out our 1 pork chop that we threw in, and we'll go up here, throw this in there, and you'll see it removed all our souls. Now we have 0 souls, and we're back to square one. And this is a really good way to punish players that have died in a adventure map, but you set the game rule to keep their inventory upon death. So now you don't have to worry about them being completely overpowered, not even worrying about dying, because now you have this foolproof shop that will that'll reward players for staying alive and getting those kills and, you know, getting through the game without dying, and it will take away and remove souls for players that are constantly dying, that are just being full out tanks and trying to run in, trying to rush through the map. So it gives the map a whole new feel, and it just makes the player become more in depth and more you know, secure about their playstyle, because you know it just brings back the old way Minecraft was, where you know you had to worry about getting your items lost. So now you know you don't have to worry about losing your items, but you get to have that reward of staying alive through the entire map, or you know have that risk of dying and losing your souls and not being able to buy stuff from the store that you've been saving your souls up for. So I mean, it gives a lot of good things for map makers. It gives a lot of nice features for map makers to play with in their maps, and it's really, really fun. And I really like it. I'm gonna definitely use this in a map I'm creating. So that's why I have had an absence of uploaded videos, because I'm actually working on this pretty decent map that I think you guys will really enjoy. I'll post a teaser of that eventually once I get all the stuff built. It's going to be a large project, I think, for a first map of mine. And it'll have a lot of this redstone that I've incorporated, a lot of command blocks, a lot of tricks that I've learned over my years of playing Minecraft. So yeah, guys, that was just a basic, just basically scraping the surface of Scoreboards and the possibilities of it, and just some ideas that you guys can get from Scoreboards. My next tutorial on Scoreboards will probably be more in-depth. I'll go over all the specifications, all the, you know, criteria you can use, all the display names, health, total kills, PvP, which goes in combination with total kills and stuff like that. So I mean, there's so much different things you can do with Scoreboards that I'll probably do an in-depth tutorial. I'll probably release it sometime during this weekend, so stay tuned for that, guys. Be sure to subscribe, because I'll be posting a lot of nice tutorials for you guys on, you know, tips for making Minecraft maps, and just like cool things in general about Minecraft that you might not have known. So if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Don't miss my videos, because I guarantee you they'll be pretty informative for you guys, and you guys will enjoy that. And oh, as you see here, we can actually go negative, so that's always nice. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm shooting. I'm out.